Hi, extended family. So today is a feel-good recipe. And you know, feel good means sugar. Sugar reminds me of my daughter Sophia. It's Friday and I was missing her a lot today. So I started to think, what is it that she really loves? Believe it or not, my daughter loves sugar. And so I'm going to make her favorite feel-good recipe, which are fresh fruits with a homemade whipped cream. So I'd like to share my ingredients with you. All right, I have organic strawberries, I have organic blackberries, and raspberries. And the reason why I pick my berries organic, I mean, I buy most of my produce as organic, but some even more. The list that you want to refer to is the Dirty Dozen. They are the most pesticide-laden foods that are available, and strawberries and berries belong on that list. So here are my berries. Let me share other ingredients that'll go. So for our whipped cream, you will pick up 8 ounces of heavy whipping cream. You need vanilla flavoring. I have sugar, and I don't know if you can see it, but the sugar is granulated. So this is the kind of sugar I really grew up with, but I buy it as organic granulated sugar, and this is about 2 tablespoons of it. My recipe, I mean, ideally you want it sweet, but I really put a little bit less sugar. And for garnishing, I have some semi-sweet chocolate and basil. I would have preferred mint, but anything to give it some color. Here are my utensils. This is where I'll wash and keep my berries. This is for grating the chocolate. Again, for whipping the heavy cream. A colander to wash your berries, and a bowl, a large bowl to whip the cream. You can also use a hand blender to do this. And often Sophia, which is her recipe, she would just use a simple whisk. So what I love about this recipe is that it was great because we could get the entire family involved. And that's the whole point about cooking at home. I mean, we can always go buy that amazing bottle of whipping cream, but nothing like fresh homemade whipped cream, and getting the children involved. You know, they can certainly wash the berries. You know, as they're washing the berries, all they have to do is not even cut up the fruit. They just remove this end of the fruit and use the entire fruit. And when the kids are more in contact with the produce, and it's almost like a sensory game with them, they're more likely to eat it. So let's go wash the produce and see how this is done. I'm getting ready to wash the fruits, and you just want to take the amount you need. What I love about these fruits is look at the colors. You know, you want to get different colors. While we have our reds here, purple from blueberry and blackberry really provide a variety of phytonutrients, which are antioxidants. So you want to mix up the color a little bit. It brings different nutrients to your body. So you would take a few of each and make sure you just thoroughly rinse it. And this is a great activity. Kids can get on a stool, climb up, and really rinse their fruit. And for the strawberries, again, you just remove the heads, or you can cut it for them, whichever you prefer. Growing up, my mother used to cut them into quarters, but when Sophia and I worked together and as she was learning, she would just, you know, put this in. So you want to get there and really nicely wash it in nice cold water. The raspberries are very, very delicate, and so we have to be very gentle with them so we are not breaking them up. A quick trivia about fruits. Believe it or not, this is the best form of sugar that you're going to get, because you're not just getting sugar, you're getting the fibers and other nutrients that go with it. But the thing to remember is eating a lot of fruit is still putting a lot of sugar on your teeth. I checked the pH of these fruits and right before making this video, and they were anywhere between 3 to 3.5, and normal pH is 7. So when you look at fruits, they're pretty acidic, and so it's really important that after eating fruits as a snack, or even from what I'm making, which has more sugar actually that we're adding, you want to make sure that the children really rinse their mouth to dilute those acids. Just thought I'd put that in. All right, so the next item is, how do we prepare our whipped cream? So you take your whipped cream, open it, you pour it out into a nice big bowl. We usually make a lot more than what we see here. And I'm having a little bit of a problem because it came out in pieces. You want to make sure you get that butter out. Okay. I have a garbage can sitting right next to me. And about 1 teaspoon of vanilla. If your children want a different flavoring, you can add that. So about 1 teaspoon of vanilla is sufficient. It's very strong. And 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar. And that's it. You basically just beat it away. Now, if you want to use a hand mixer, certainly you could do it. And what you're really doing is incorporating air into this mixture. And even though it seems like, oh my gosh, when is it going to get done? My arms are tired. That's when you bring your kids and have them do it. Line them up and have them make their own whipped cream. Let me smell it. Oh my gosh, it's smelling great already. Okay, let's keep going. And before you know it, the consistency of this cream is just going to change. But it does take a little while for that chemistry to happen. It's starting to thicken already quite a bit, as you can see already. All right, there we go. Look at it. I mean, this is like a homemade chemistry experiment. I love it. You don't want to overmix it too, because then it's going to break down. And you're almost ready. Ooh, the one ingredient that would be kind of nice is maple syrup. All right. Now, yes, that's still sugar. It may be organic. It may be all natural, but it's still maple sugar. That's it. You take a nice bowl. I love my white bowls because it really allows the color to stand out. And there's something to be said about plating. That's why all these chefs are so popular. They can serve the same food at a diner. I always say this, but when you serve it on a great plate, the colors show and it makes it just more appealing, and I think it adds to flavor. The one thing I don't have with me is a spoon. I'm just going to put a little bit of maple syrup on it. This is not necessary, but it would be great, and I will get a spoon to put our heavy cream right here. Again, my taster is going to be my photographer, whose mouth is watering, I am sure. And here we go. You dress it with just a little bit of chocolate on top, right? And here's another little piece of semi-sweet chocolate. And you're done with that. And you dress it with basil today because that's all I had. If you had lettuce, put that green in. Just make it look great. All right, this is for you, Sophia. I really miss you, and thank you, extended family. I hope you enjoyed this treat with your family, but most importantly, make it a cooperative family exercise. And don't forget to brush your teeth. You're about to drop the pH in your mouth. Right. Do you want to eat some strawberries and cream?
No.
Okay. So what do you think?
And.
Oh, that's so good. That's really delicious.
And?
It's soft, lushy. Luscious, sweet, and it really goes well with the fruits. The tartness of the raspberries and the strawberries is excellent.
What does the cream taste like? Does it have anything in it?
Vanilla, of course.
Thank you. Enjoy. Indonesia, what do you think?
It's perfect. Just right. The cream is not too heavy.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I definitely taste the sugar in the fruit. So you don't need no sugar. It's
Okay.
really good.
That's excellent. What about the vanilla? Do you taste it?
I really do. I taste the vanilla in it. It's really good.
Yeah. Is it different from the one we buy in the can that we often use?
Oh yeah, you can tell that this is fresh from shaking a can and putting it in there. It's nothing like it.
Awesome.
Maybe we should start our own.
Thank you so much.